What's over, guys? Robert Trolling in Paradise with the last video of the year. We're almost in 2026 in a few days. So yeah, I'm gonna go over the list of anticipated albums for 2026. I got a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 albums listed, all metal. I know one of them is pretty experimental release that I'll probably go over, but because this female artist experiments quite a bit. Anyway, you guys are when we get there. Anyway, stuff from the first quarter and the beginning of the second quarter of the year 2026 got one release in April that wraps it up. That I'm looking forward to. Anyway, let's get started here. Let's not waste any more time. First up is an obvious one. It is Kreator with Crushers of the World. That drops on January 16th. It's the 16th album from the German thrash legends. Their follow-up to 2022's Hey Uber Alice, which I did not like. Hey Uber Alice, it was so bad. Hopefully this new one's better. As far as what I heard with two of the singles, sounds like it's going to be a return to form. Next is Soen with Reliance. That drops also on the 16th of January. Man, I'm kind of hesitant on that because, the last album, Memorial, I absolutely hated. Memorial sucked. I hated it so much. As I heard a teaser of one of the singles, it sounds like it is a return to form a little bit there in their progressive roots on this one. I'm really hoping the rest of it does not sound like Memorial because that would really suck. Because, God, I hated Memorial so much. That record sucked. Next is Megadeth, the self-titled album. That's going to be on Is It That Bad? I'm going to do an Is It That Bad with Hector on that, though. And I'm going to see the documentary Behind the Mask, as well as see them live in February. Also, on January 23rd, we have Poppy, a female singer with Empty Hands. That drops January 23rd. She experiments pop and metal together. She did a song with Knock Loose a couple years back in 2024 called Suffocate, where she and Brian Garris did like this scream off. That happened on, I think it was it on Jimmy Kimmel Live or something like that last year? I think it might have been. I'll have to check. All right, February. I got two on the brain list for February. First up for February, we have the Norwegian black metal titans Mayhem with Liturgy of Death. That comes out February 6th. Now, I know about their first album, De Mistris Dom Satanas. I may need to listen to one of the singles from the upcoming album just to get a glimpse of what it's going to look like. I know they're a black metal band. These guys are legends. And the other metal release I may suggest for Is That Bad? It is Rob Zombie with The Great Satan. Depends on how the rest of the album turns out. I did hear two of the singles. The drum mix on it is absolutely fucking horrendous. That's on the two singles, which are Punks and Demons, and I forgot what the second single was, but I'll tell you right now, the drum mix on both those singles is bad. It's very raw. Alright, March. I got three releases for March to go over here. Norwegian black metal titans Vride. This guy's turned black. That's out March 6th. It features a bunch of members of Vindir. They formed it after Vindir's frontman Valfor froze to death in the woods. And they got the former Vindir guitarist on board in 2010 and made the connection to Vindir even stronger than ever. Next, Angus McSix with Angus McSix and the all-seeing Astral Eye. It is the second album from the power metal supergroup that's kind of a multinational act, but some members based out of Europe and everything. Second album from them, first with a new vocalist, as Thomas Winkler left last year. The original singer who was in Glory Hammer before. This group features Thalia Belazeka on guitar. She's with Primal Fear now. We got a new drummer, a third guitarist added with another girl, with Jasmine Pabst on guitar now as well as the dwarf. It kind of looks like a D&D campaign with all the characters that they're assuming. Alright, third release from March is Power Paladin with Beyond the Reach of Enchantment. That's out the 27th of March. Second album, the Power Metal Act, and their first since 2022, which that's how I first heard about them when JC Rock and Metal Reviews did his review on their first record in early 2022, right before the pandemic, right before he caught the virus himself. It was in the midst of the pandemic and everything, so yeah. And the last one on my list is Archspire with Too Fast to Die. That's out the 10th of April. It is the 5th album from the Vancouver death metal act, first in 5 years, and their first album with a new drummer. And yeah, so my country, Canada's got a death metal band out of my home province, and the singer is from my hometown, Victoria. And the Oak Bay death metal guy is releasing a new album with his band out of Vancouver, and it's going to be an amazing release. And I'm looking forward to that new Archspire album. And that'll do it for now. That is my Ancestry Downs 2026, and a lot of metal on this list this time around. That'll do it for now. I'll see you later.